What is good? What is good, guys? This is your man, Steven Steele, coming to you for a impromptu special late night edition. Just like a hangout, market watch. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. We got Doge. Untold Stories, welcome. Poor-Man Trading, welcome. Of course, Diversive Gamers, welcome, welcome. I don't think I missed anyone in the chat right now. Welcome to Starbase. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Starbase. Space is the place, and we are going there all together. Climb aboard. Climb aboard, folks. We are headed to the same Doge destination. You know, there are a lot of mainstream financial news outlets that have been pumping up the pressure, pumping up the articles that you should move out of Doge. You should close shop on your Doge investments and invest elsewhere, albeit Bitcoin or other stocks. It's usually other stocks they're recommending. I think that's a sign. I think that's a sign. I think that means hope is on the horizon. I think that means the rocket engines are firing up. I think that means the rocket fuel is currently being pumped, and we are warming it up, guys. We are on the precipice of big things. They don't want to lose the control. They don't want to lose the power. And they are running scared. But we are charting. We are charting for a common destination together under the DOGE. Make no mistake about it. Anyone that says this coin is no longer moonbound doesn't know what they're talking about, folks. Doesn't know what they're talking about. Paid them no mind. We're going there. We're going there. The stars are aligning, guys. The stars are aligning. Doge is going to be on Coinbase very soon. Vlad is about to put in the wallets on Robinhood, give people the power to their coins, power to their Doge. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. Diversive Gamers is, missed last night live, but watched it earlier today. Awesome. Glad you were able to catch up on it, my man. Glad you were able to catch up on it. So what did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys last night about Bitcoin? Remember that? Do you remember that? What did I say? I said Bitcoin is charted. Bitcoin is charted for 60K by later this week. People said that was incredibly ambitious. That was a bit too bullish. Let's check on BTC. Look at that, folks. Look at that, folks. Hello. We are right on the verge of hitting 59K with Bitcoin. Poor man asks, is Voyager a pain to get money into, or is it pretty quick? It's not a pain. It's easy breezy. Voyager is one of the fastest in the business as far as putting in deposits and conversely withdrawing to your bank. It's one of the main reasons why I like it. Sometimes on a slow day, it'll take like 5 minutes to bring more money into your account on a slow day. Hey, welcome Hados, welcome Justin Barton. Seen an article saying BTC will buy you a Lambo by year's end. Well, that depends on your buy-in points and how much money you got in it. But, BTC is obviously, the margins aren't nearly as good unless you got in a bit ago. But even if you got in later, let's say around 50K, even a little above that, I think it's a wise investment. It's a sure investment with lower margins, which is a good thing to know. It's a good thing to have, So I will always encourage people at this point anyway, still to say that BTC is a good long-term investment. I really do think that. Voyager have a card yet? So, Justin, good question. Voyager, it doesn't, but it's on the horizon. So Voyager is coming out with both a debit card and a credit card. And if you haven't watched my video exclusively about Voyager on my channel, you should definitely check it out. It answers a lot of these questions in one video. And the title of the video is called Voyager and VGX are taking over. Voyager and VGX are taking over. And in that video, in about 17 minutes, I describe why all the new initiatives and programs that Voyager is getting ready to launch in the very near future, and why I'm bullish on Voyager and why I'm bullish on VGX, and why I think they are why VGX is a great investment, and why Voyager is my favorite platform. So check that out when you're not watching me here. I can't recommend it enough. There's so much good information in there in such a short amount of time. 1 Bitcoin will be worth a Lamborghini by year's end and a Bugatti by 2023, says the Kraken. Yeah, the Kraken CEO, I think that's the same guy that's predicting that BTC is going to go to a milli, right? Eventually? I think that's the guy. Hey, Johnny Yabero, welcome aboard, guys. I think that's the guy. Let me double check on that, guys, because that's some interesting information. Let's check it out. Kraken CEO. All right, let's see what his statements are. Yeah, so I'm seeing Jesse Powell's statements that you're talking about there. That's the kind of the buzz phrase that's all over the news today. But yep, here it is. Here it is, guys. I'm pulling this up now. This is from a couple weeks ago. This article is courtesy of Cointelegraph. Bitcoin price is going to affinity, Kraken CEO says. A $1 million price tag for BTC within the next 10 years is pretty reasonable, Jesse Powell tells Bloomberg. That must have gave the Bloomberg fellas a heart attack. Those guys are so not about crypto for the most part. BTC will be worth affinity infinity, and humanity will soon give up pricing it in the U.S. And humanity will soon give up pricing it in U.S. dollars, says the CEO of cryptocurrency exchange Kraken. Speaking to Bloomberg on March 4th, Jesse Powell was characteristically bullish on Bitcoin as it broke above 50,000. See, this is just towards the beginning of March, you guys, when Bitcoin broke above 50,000. Now, we're flirting with it breaking through 60 again. Geez, it's $10,000 market value growth in a month. In a month. And I was saying it yesterday and last night on the show that I felt that what I was looking at, that BTC, not Black Entertainment Television, BTC was looking primed and pumped for another 60K run by the end of the week. People thought that was a bit too ambitious. Now it doesn't look so crazy, does it? Now it looks like we might even see 59,000 tonight, guys. This is a great sign for all cryptocurrency. Obviously a great sign for Bitcoin. Powell, 1 million Bitcoin in 10 years is reasonable. Wow. Bitcoin has been crushing gold since its inception. Kraken growth lead Dan Held added in response to claims by Schiff that a bet against gold was a losing one. He ain't wrong. No lie detected. What do you say, guys? Do you think Bitcoin can eventually go to 1 million in 10 years' time, like Jesse Powell is saying is quite possible? What do you think? What do you guys think about that? We are also flirting with another stimulus. That's what it seems like. It looks it's shaping up that way. It's shaping up that way. I still haven't received the last stimulus yet. I don't know what's going on. $1 million seems incredibly ambitious to me, but who knows, man? Honestly, I think it's a possibility when we see what we've seen where Bitcoin was just a year ago compared to where it is now. Who knows? Who knows? Guys, it's good to see y'all. If you feel so inclined to support what I'm doing, you can super chat here through Stream Elements. Yeah, I think it's possible too. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, please feel free to do so. It helps a great deal. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think 1 million is possible, guys. I think 1 million is possible. Now, I don't think it'd be any sooner than 10 years' time. But geez, just imagine... Just imagine now, so let's say you got $2,000 in Bitcoin right now and you got in at like 40 some thousand. That's not that much for Bitcoin as far as your return. But if it goes to 1 million in 10 years, that is quite the return. That is quite the return. Even just $2,000 now, and if you got in at, let's say, 45,000, that's not a lot when it goes to 100,000 even. But you go to 1 million or even a $500,000, heck, or even 300,000, yeah, that's some serious money you're getting into now. Serious money on returns there, guys. Oh, wow. Justin says the last stimulus pushed my Doge over 100K. So it pushed your Doge into, what do you mean? 100 into purchasing over 100,000 Doge, or your returns or what? I mean, that'd be crazy. All right, guys, we're going to check some market smoking cracking. Hey, welcome back, Cross Media. We're going to check out some market prices today. Just see how things are doing. If you held on to Ethereum, unlike me, who sold off half my Ethereum prematurely, might I add, good for you. I have to say, just in all transparency, I made a mistake on Ethereum. I called it wrong. In my defense, though, the reason why I called it wrong is because the 2.0 was, the rollout for that was completely botched. But what I didn't know what was happening was that Visa was going to make that major announcement that it was using Ethereum's blockchain for the long term. So that was an absolute game changer in the right direction for Ethereum. So, you know, hindsight's always 20/20, and that's why you got to be ready to change your mind about a certain coin based on the data that comes in on the drop of a dime. And yeah, I just try to be as transparent as I can about, like, it on paper, it wasn't. Hanging on to a lot of your Ethereum wasn't a good idea until that announcement. Now it's a great idea. Now it's up 21% in the last week. So I prematurely took half of my investments out of Ethereum, and I distributed that investment among 3 different coins from there. So Anyway, let's check it out, guys. Let's check it out. So obviously Bitcoin is flirting with 59,000 right now. 59,000. It's up a whopping 12% for the week, and that's a very significant percent for a coin as mammoth as Bitcoin. That's a lot of buys to get a coin, the biggest coin, the biggest crypto on the planet, to go up 12, almost 13% a week. Man. Finally, ADA Cardano is up about 9% for the week. That's the most significant amount of movement we've seen out of ADA in quite some time. Of course, VET VeChain is up about 9% for the week. I think VeChain's a good investment. I don't expect it to go up in April. I think it'll go up going into the summer more, though. Our Doge is doing what it always does, guys. But what is notable, the only notable thing about Doge right now is that it is up 10, almost 11% for the month, for the last month. So that's good. ENJ, that's Engine Coin. Engine Coin is up a whopping 324% for the month, guys. Wow. And in the last week, it's gone up much more modestly, but still a nice trajectory to the tune of 17%. Mana, we got Decentraland is up almost 20% for the week. So it's down for the day to the tune of 4%. The overall trajectory for the month is up over 300%. CKB, again, CKB is, in my opinion, the runaway dark horse winner with a close second of BTT. That is up 240% for the month. It's up 82% just within this week. And down 5% for the day. So there was some serious retracement that came in. I did wait for a little bit of retracement. I should have waited a little longer before I bought up more CKB today. I think now is a good time to buy because it's gonna right now. I think it's at the bottom end of its retracement right now. So I think this is probably the most advantageous time to buy CKB before it takes off again, guys. So for those of you who know, that's CKB Nervos Network. CKB Nervos Network. The absolute runaway dark horse winner for the month, in my opinion. And VGX is one of those. VGX is kind of like Doge right now. It's just kind of in this holding pattern until things break out with announcements and events and news, which I think will both bestow Doge and VGX pretty significantly. And as Warren Beatty says, the stock market is basically the practice of trading money from the hands of the impatient to the patient. So what else? Let's look at BTT, guys, because BTT is the other one that people can't stop talking about right now. And for those of you who don't know, that's BitTorrent's own coin. BitTorrent's own coin has some pretty solid tech that has the attention and of a lot of captains of industry. BTT is down 5% for the day. First time we've seen a retracement in a bit. But the most extraordinary news is it's up about 57% over the last week and up over 300% for the last month. So if you guys are holding on to your BTT more than 4 weeks out, you've probably seen a pretty nice return there now. Welcome, Jeremy Hauser. Hey, Justin says, I also went a bit deep on Filecoin. It's somewhat exploded. Put a chunk in a couple weeks ago at 69. Now it's 215. Good for you, Justin. And thank you for bringing up Filecoin, because that is one I've been watching. I don't have an investment in it, but I think Filecoin is one to watch. I don't think it's done doing its thing. Would I buy in at Filecoin around the 200, a little over 200 mark? I don't know if I would. Honestly, but I don't think it's done. I think it's got more juice in it to rise. Diversive Gamers says Visa definitely saved ETH. Absolutely. Poor Man Trading, I'm setting up my Voyager now. Get you those reference credits, Tommy. Thank you so much, Poor Man's Trading. Appreciate that, May. I think you'll be very happy with the platform. Doge Dog, the NFTs are pushing growth. Well, they aren't hurting it. They aren't hurting things. It's definitely creating an alluring appeal to add to Dogecoin. I don't think Elon Musk has tweeted past 1 a.m. in the last 2 weeks, it feels like. I know it hasn't been quite that long, but it's been at least a week. So maybe Elon Musk isn't on the same night owl schedule as us anymore. Maybe he's reached a new level of domestication. It's possible. So the last thing Mr. Musk tweeted out was one word, true. And that was in response again to Lex Friedman, great design and engineering about love. Every time I hear Joni Ives speak, I can't help but smile. And then I just responded in a tweet to him that said, basically just said, hey man, you still down with the Doge? Give us a sign. I'm not worried that he's not. I'm just trying to prompt him to give us another sign, give us another shout out, just to help keep the Doge momentum going. I know he's still down with the Doge. I just encourage him to get back on the few of these Doge tweets and throw a dog a bone, if you know what I mean. So I have a little bit of bad news. So I realized some of my videos were getting demonetized by YouTube, and I couldn't figure out why. It's copyright strikes. And then I figured out that it was the dancers. Those dancers are getting me in trouble now for copyright violations, and which was causing demonetization of my videos. So now I had those dancers cleared by the source as being free for use and copyright free and all that stuff, but I don't think YouTube's having it, and I don't want to take any chances arguing with them about it, because then it kind of comes to a court decision, and if they think you're guilty on that court decision, or they think they perceive you as being deceitful on protesting a copyright strike or demonetized process, they'll deactivate your channel. And that's just not a chance I'm willing to take, obviously. So what I'm gonna do, though, I'm gonna see if I can hire someone, like a photo animator, photo video animator, to make some of those visuals for me exclusively, so I can have exclusive rights to the content, etc. So I'm looking into that. I'm going to be looking into that, because I do like the idea of having the Steven Steele dancers. So I'm going to be looking into making my own dancers. Yeah, I mean, YT is just they're very overbearing, put it that way. They're just very overbearing. Backcross Media, I'm deep in Engine Coin. Me too, my man. That's one of my larger investments is Engine Coin. I do think that Engine's going to go to $5 by the end of the year, and that's like a modest prediction. To give you guys some perspective, it's around $2.40 right now. So I think it's going to double from where it is now easily by the end of 2021. I got you, Diversive Gamers. I got you. Welcome, ladies and gents. This is your man, Steven Steele, coming to you live on Doge After Dark. It's 1:05 a.m. on I'm still calling it a Wednesday night. And that's going to be 2 a.m., a little after 2 a.m. if you're on the East Coast, and just about midnight if you're out in Cali, etc., etc. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, it's a new one, so feel free to subscribe and join the community. Let's see here. So, did any of you guys get a chance to check out Matt Wallace's and I's new channel that I'm spearheading over there? There's some I do pretty much all the editing for that channel, and make most of the thumbnails and stuff like that too. There's some for those of you who are fans of Final Stand and Matt Wallace, I basically have been looking for the most entertaining clips from his shows and editing them down, so they're much easier to find and pull up and not nearly as time consuming, just a lot more convenient. And then we're also, it's like a collaboration, so then I also put the same sort of clips up, just kind of like the most entertaining clips from Steven Steele Live as well. And I'm gonna put that channel link in the comments here. It's called Above the Line. Above the Line. And there we go, guys. That's above the line. And the link that I just popped in before that YouTube channel, that's just in case you feel compelled to super chat. Celeste, welcome. You snuck in here. I didn't see you sneak in here. You can always be the dancer. You can always be the dancer, is what she's saying there. I will be the dancer one of these nights. I assure you. I will be the dancer. I just call it storage just because it's storage A. So storage just keeps printing money. It seems that way. That's storage is wilding out right now. All right, you already subscribed. Excellent, guys. Excellent. I know that I got a little competition tonight because RD is live streaming now too, and I know he and I have a lot of audience overlap. So they asked me to get on there earlier and guest for a bit, but Discord can be super temperamental and just real buggy about audio stuff, and I wasn't able to pop on. So I don't know if that was a matter of me not having my I double checked my settings, and I don't think it was my settings, but I don't know if it was my settings or his settings, but it's one of the two. But who knows? Hey Samantha, welcome. Oh man. What the heck? I thought this would be like the safest, slowest time to go live. You know what I mean? I thought this would be the safest time to go live. I thought surely I'll be the only live streamer in this general scene, in this general field, but nope, two others. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me, and Sam, let me know if you want to pop on for a bit. You're more than welcome. If not, no worries. Oh, she says she's just watching quickly. Okay, yeah, no worries, Sam. Good to see you. So, guys, what coin do you think is going to make the most movement in the next 7 days? What coin do you think is going to make the most movement in the next 7 days? Justin says Doge $1 by 3 a.m. Wouldn't that be awesome? I have to say, if Doge really went to $1 by 3 a.m., I would have to cash out a chunk of my investment at that dollar and leave the rest in, but I would have to cash out some of it. Hey, Jason Huffman, welcome, my man. Welcome. We finally have a mod in here. I think my other mod is on RD's show, but I didn't want to be rude and break up the audience there, and I think that's bad etiquette if you're like, if I were just to comment or say on chat there like, hey, I'm going live now. So just let their scene do their thing. We'll do our thing. Johnny Bear says BTT. Oh, wow. Samantha, you're going off the grid. Just organizing to leave to go camping. Wanted to check in before I'm off the grid. Well, that's very kind of you. That's very sweet of you. How long are you going to be gone for, Sam? Okay, that's 2 votes for BTT. Anyone else? CKB. Okay, yeah. Anyone else? Dang. So Storm is back up 8% just over the last day. And last night, I was going back and forth between putting more money on CKB or putting money back into Storm. And I was like, Storm's way too high. Storm's way too high to get in now. I said, watch this thing just retrace like a mother as soon as I put money in. No, it's up 8% from yesterday. Up 8% from yesterday. Honestly, I think for the week, for me, it's a tie between CKB and Storm. I think Storm still has potential. Now, Storm has risen, you guys. Storm, I cry. It's hard for me to talk about this because you guys know why, but the last month, Storm is up over 600% in a month. It's 6 times in a month. Oh my gosh. But when I'm looking at the pattern of how everything's been going with it, I keep thinking it's going to end, but it keeps proving me wrong. So I think Storm could just keep going parabolic. I think Storm or CKB are my picks for the coins of the week. Celeste says, hard to predict, but I have high hopes for Doge. It's going to sneak up out of nowhere. Second, probably STMX. I think Doge is going to sneak. I think Doge is right on the verge of doing big, big, big things. I just don't know when that is. I wouldn't say this week is the week, but it's possible. Snoop Doge with NFTs. And welcome, by the way, Jonathan Marino. Green wieners coming. Those green wieners. Those green wieners, guys, they're coming. Celeste says, except STMX has a lot of pump and dump, unfortunately, but higher lows. Well, STMX started off as kind of a coin that, people would use just to pump and dump. And it kind of got a reputation for that. So if you watched it very closely, you could just short it over and over again. But I will take part credit for getting Storm where it is today, because as you recall, when I was on Crypto Show with King and I think Dr. Crypto, we organized. That's when a lot of people watched that show, right? And we deployed everybody, anyone that was interested, to hop on the STMX, that we were going to do a controlled, ethical pump. And so we did that, and then we let people know where we were at, what we were putting in, when we were putting in, and when we were thinking about getting out. And we did that a couple times fairly successfully. And the second time, I just told people that I wasn't dumping it, I was just staying in. And both the times that we did that, because we did it in such a sustained manner, and such a succinct but sustained, it ended up permanently raising the market value of STMX. And both times we did it, we permanently raised the market value of STMX 2 times in a row. And then it dilly-dallied for about 3 or 4 weeks after that, and then it just went parabolic. So I do think that we played a part in STMX, where STMX being where it is today. I really do believe that, which is pretty funny to think. Jody says people are losing faith in Doge. Well, Jody, after this live stream is over, I'm going to prescribe to use some Matt Wallace Final Stand videos. And then after that, I think you should watch a couple videos by Upshot. People are losing faith in the Doge. But the fact is, there's over 6,000 coins on the market right now, and Doge is number 18 or 19 out of 6,500. So being in the top 20 in a market with over 6,500 coins is not too shabby by any means. Again, as I keep saying, Doge has proven itself to be a stable coin. It's pretty much the closest thing you can get a stable coin now. In order to build a huge house, or in our case, in order to build a solid rocket pad launch site, you can't build it on a flimsy foundation. It's got to be built on thick slabs of concrete. And when you have a coin like Doge that just won't go below 5 cents no matter what gets thrown at it, no matter what happens, that is a solid foundation. That is a foundation for success. And that is a perfect springboard for Doge to really take off on, in my opinion. Ooh, Dr. Steven Steele, someone says. All right. As far as moon safe, I have no idea, guys. I got like I have a small investment in moon safe just for the fun of it, because on the off chance moon safe takes off, I mean, those margins would be absolutely insane. But I'm not as optimistic about Safe Moon, honestly, to be honest with you. But it interests me. I like the template of it. I like the idea of it. But I'm not putting a lot of hope behind it. But now listen, I hope to be proved wrong in that regard. And should you invest in Safe Moon? If you're cool with losing a small amount of money, I really wouldn't advise most people to dump a lot of money in Safe Moon right now, because that's money you may never get back. But I do think it's worth a small investment, just because I think it's fun. I support the experiment that is Safe Moon. Put it that way. I think Sia Coin will run this month. Yeah, that's a pretty good guess, actually, Backcross. I would love to see Sia Coin take off. Woods, welcome. Woods expired Visa, welcome to the channel. And by the way, Woods, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. We got a cool little community here. That's a good point, that Woods, I think that's accurate, and that's something I've addressed on the show a few times now. Now, I think the majority of people that are very bullish on Doge are still bullish on Doge, but there is a contingency within Doge that have moved on from Doge, and and a lot of these people, they're excited about the brand new coins like every week now. And every week they're like, now this is the one. No, now this is the one. Now this is the one that's gonna 10 times, 100 times, any day now. And they do that over and over again. I mean, you should see my inbox. My inbox is just full of that stuff. Just full of that stuff. Rat coin, bat coin, poodle, like it's just Shiba Inu coin, moon safe, Mars safe. Now it's like, oh, come on, they're all not gonna go parabolic. Come on, let's just be real. Let's just be real, guys. Someone asks, what do I like about CKB? Just the basic premise of it, that it's a blockchain for all sorts of universal applications. It's basically just an open source public blockchain. That's basically a foundation for like it works as basically a universal public network. So, just given that alone to me has just infinite possibilities. So, and I think that's why it's ascending, is because I think so many businesses and companies are realizing the variety of application and usability of it. And I also obviously like that it's pretty secure and decentralized, and it's one of the more sustainable ones as far as its energy use, which I think is cool. And the developers just seem to really know their stuff. Anytime I've seen those guys in interviews, I just get a good vibe from them. So that's why I'm bullish on CKD. Elon doesn't own Ratcoin. If he does, it's just for a joke. I think that's just a rumor that people are circulating. Oh, like literally owns it, like owns Ratcoin. I thought you meant like invested in it. No, Elon does not own Ratcoin. I mean, I wouldn't put it outside the realm of something that he would do, but not in any seriousness of like, oh, I'm going to pump and ascend Ratcoin. No, but I don't think Elon's involved in Ratcoin at all. I just love seeing Matt Wallace get worked up about Ratcoin. That's my favorite thing about Ratcoin. Diversify, I've obviously heard of Eon, but I don't know enough about it this time to feel comfortable speaking on it to an audience. Celeste says, haven't taken a cent out of Doge and adding a little on a weekly. Good for you, Celeste. Justin's calling 37 minutes till $1 Doge. That's pretty exciting, bruh. Yeah, right when I saw Matt live talk about Ratcoin, it just really it enraged him. It's pretty funny. If you haven't seen that video, I uploaded Matt's thoughts on Ratcoin to our new channel. Look at this, guys. We're getting ever so closer to 59,000 on BTC. Yeah, that's about where I'm at it right now. Diversif, about where I'm at it too. So one of the kind of general stories that I thought was interesting was Amtrak's response to the president's infrastructure plan. So Amtrak issued a response to our current president, who recently proposed a $2 trillion infrastructure bill and he's proposing over 30 new routes, expanding the number of cities the rail companies operate in. And Amtrak proposed 30 new routes, 20 plus enhanced existing routes, 20 million more annual riders, better services to a number of cities and new services to like a few cities as well. So, and then Amtrak's touting the energy efficiency of it. I don't know if it's just me, and it seems like at this stage, I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I love trains. Like, I love riding on them. I think they're beautiful, and sometimes I've purposely taken the train to destinations for that reason, but it seems to me we should be moving beyond trains at this point. Like, we should be moving, if we're going to invest $2 trillion, it seems to me we should, if you're going to already invest that kind of crazy money, we should be setting ourselves up for the future with like a light rail, like light rail systems like they have all over in Japan and Sweden and stuff like that. Obviously Amtrak's going to be looking out for their best interests, but with all due respect, is Amtrak's best interest our best interest? If you're talking a $2 trillion infrastructure bill, why not just go for the gusto and just get on some more cutting edge, like light rail kind of systems putting in? I don't know. Yeah, on bullet trains, things like that. If you're going to make those crazy investments, why just expand the old train system? I don't know. It just seems, I don't know. It seems if you're going to shell out that kind of tax dollars anyway, why not put it into something more future bound, something more technologically savvy? Yeah, and we are very behind in tech when it comes to several other countries. Justin says, Steven, take us there at 3 a.m. and I'm doing a 50K super chat. I will hold you to that, Justin. Okay, guys, that's the deal. Justin says if Doge goes to $1 by 3 a.m., he's putting in a 50K super chat. Now you got me really rooting for the Doge. Poor Man Trading, who was also talking about public transport within cities. Yeah, and I get that. I don't think that's a bad idea. I just don't know why trains are still the answer. I just don't know why we're going to be sinking all that money into Amtrak. Yeah, I mean, I for the most part, I agree with you. I don't know if it's the worst. Oh, in the modern world. So, okay, I don't know, but I would guess that it's on the lower end of our infrastructure is on the lower end within the first world. Yeah. I think that was a pretty smart investment, Poor Man Trading. And guys, I'm also looking to invest potentially. So the current president was talking about issuing a bill that would give some enormous, almost like a grant to anyone that bought an electric car over the next 3 or so years. I think it was just like, you get like extra tax write-offs, and I think you get like $5,000, like a $5,000, some really big rebate, right? Some really big significant rebate if you buy an electric car. Maybe it was even higher than that within the next 3 years. And so I heard him talking about that, and then it just fell off the map, and I haven't heard a word about it. And every time I try to look it up or research it, I haven't heard a word about it. But obviously, if that's something that's coming through, you guys might want to reevaluate. If you already don't hold Tesla stock, you might want to jump into Tesla, particularly if that is legislation that's coming down the pike. And there's that other, I forget who's that other main electric vehicle manufacturer that's just launching now. Those guys too. Me too, Johnny. I'm waiting for the Cybertruck. Cybertruck's my favorite Tesla. Hey, welcome, Beto. Welcome. Beto crossing streams over from RD, or maybe you got both windows open. I don't know, but thanks for swinging by, my man. Diversus says F Amtrak hire Elon to redesign the boring loop concept for above ground long distance passenger transpo. Neo. Okay. So, guys, question for you. What is a non-crypto related question? What is one of your favorite TV series to stream? Whether it be like Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu. What's your jam? Or what's one of your jams, right? That you think more people should check out? I'm curious as to your answers. I got a couple, but I really like to hear some feedback on this. I would love to see some Cybertruck races. I think that'd be really interesting and cool looking. Star Trek, which one, Poor Man Trading? The first one, or which edition? Lucid Motors, is that a I take it that's a show? Queen's Gambit. Interesting. I haven't heard of Queen's Gambit. I'm Googling it right now. Let's see. Queen's Gambit. Set during the Cold War era, an orphaned chess prodigy, Beth Harmon struggles with addiction in a quest to become the greatest chess player in the world. Ooh, that sounds really good. And I'm looking at the aesthetics. The aesthetics look awesome. Looks like something I'd really like. It looks like an English series, if I'm not mistaken. The Queen's Gambit is a 2020 American coming-of-age period drama miniseries based on Walter Tevis's 1983 novel of the same name. Queen's Gambit is a chess opening written by Alan Scott. Okay, this looks cool. Thanks for the suggest. I'm going to check it out. Celeste says, I love Star Trek Voyager, and TNG is all-time fave. Nice. Yeah, I like Star Trek. I like Star Trek Voyager. Now, as far as Star Trek Voyager, is that the one where they had the hologram rooms and all that stuff? Welcome, Bully Campline TAV. Welcome. Bully Campline, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, my man, and welcome to the room. How am I feeling about Doge? This is something I keep going over, and I'm happy to go over it again, but I think Doge is still moonbound. I'm not discouraged at all. I'm not discouraged at all by it. I think it's kind of a stable coin in a holding pattern until the big news developments come in, being Robinhood providing wallets to users, Dogecoin being added to Coinbase. And then obviously, I do think Elon has plans for Dogecoin as far as integration with Tesla and the Tesla supercomputer. And then from there, the big boy investors will hop in, and it'll just go nuts. And then from there, it'll probably go to PayPal and credit card adoption. White gold, okay. I've heard good things about white gold. Yeah, I like Schitt's Creek too. My favorite character on Schitt's Creek is that gay guy with the super attitude. Beto says, Steve, you the most underrated Doge streamer. I love it. I love that. Thank you so much, Beto. You know what? I'm pinning that comment to the top of the chat, my man. Love it. Oh, thank you, Beto. You know, I think there's a lot of people out there a lot more people that like my show. It's just, it's new, and I don't know what it is. I think most people just don't know that I exist. And I think even a lot of the people that tuned into Crypto Show TV, I think they just lost track of where I went. I don't even think they know how to find me. But you guys, look at this. BTC, $58,953. Wow. I think we're going to see 59,000 within 24 hours. I think that's very probable. Wouldn't that be cool if we could see, wow, look at that jump. Just look at that jump. Look at that jump. $58,966. You guys, I think we might see 59,000 tonight with BTC tonight. And remember yesterday, people said I was being way overly ambitious and unrealistic when I said Bitcoin was going to rally back to 60K within the next 7 days. So hey, poor man tipped $4.20. Tipped me $4.20. Thank you so much for that, poor man. He says, live long and prosper. I am making the Star Trek motion with my right hand at this moment, the V. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. I appreciate that. Appreciate your support. Justin says I'm getting a Steven Steele tattoo on my face. Beto says, I think if you keep grinding, your show will catch on. I certainly hope so. And honestly, I'm glad I jumped on tonight. And I'm also glad because I've been so busy getting this show off the ground and prepping all these shows. And then also working with Matt. And I'm basically working for Matt right now. So I'm glad I didn't take the time out to do a structured show tonight because I just need a break from doing that. But I'm glad I hopped on. I really like these kind of freestyle streams and Market Watch hangouts. If you think I should keep doing these on a regular basis, let me know because I was kind of going back and forth on that. A Stephen Steele tattoo on my face. That's funny. Trailer Park Boys. Oh yeah, of course. Coordinated mini dump last night. You mean a BTC? Yeah, I saw it. That was quite a whale dump. But it rallied back in no time. So I'll tell you 2 shows that I recently discovered on Amazon Prime that I didn't know about before. They're not new shows. I think they're both they stopped making new seasons for. They're both from a couple years ago, but one is just called Red Oaks, and it's about like a scene revolving around a tennis, like a country club, like a tennis club in 1985. And I think that's really well done. Down from the music to the casting and the stories and stuff. I think it's just really well done. And then the other one that I just discovered that I'm really liking is an English comedy series that's no longer on the air called Plebs. And I think Plebs is hilarious. Plebs is like 5 or 6 seasons. Now each episode's pretty short. It's like 25 minutes an episode, but I think Plebs is really well done. I think it's pretty hilarious. So those are my 2 picks, Red Oaks and Plebs. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate the encouraging words, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Backcross knows Red Oaks. New season in jail is solid on their website. Okay, I'll check that out. Yeah, I used to watch Mystery Science Theater 3000 way back in the day when I was in high school. And then over the years, they kept changing hosts and stuff like that. Yep. Yeah, are they still doing MST 3000? Is there still like a host for MST 3000, or they finally stop filming new episodes? Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up and nasally tonight. My sinuses, guys, have just been flaring out of control. To be honest with you, for the most part, I've been pretty much bedridden because of this, and I'm supposed to see an infectious disease specialist about it pretty soon, and I've had to hire a couple of people to pretty much run my business for me while I go through this. So it's been I've been through a lot of stuff. I would say this is probably the hardest thing I've ever been through the last couple months here. And this last week here, it's just been extra tough on top of that. Just absolutely brutal. Do we think Elon will tweet Doge for April Fool's Day at midnight? It's, Beto, I think it's something he would do. That sounds like a super Elon thing to do. So what time? Actually, Elon's on my time zone because I'm in the Midwest and Elon's in Texas now. So I do think Elon's gonna make some April Fool's tweet or tweets. I'm not sure which, but I do think we can expect that from him. I'd be surprised if he tweets tonight just because of his behavior lately. Yeah, he hasn't tweeted very late in a long time. He mostly tweets in the morning now, or like late morning or afternoons. Let's see. It's all reruns, but there's a new show with the same guys, not the robots, called Riff Tracks. Okay, thank you for that. That sounds like something I would enjoy. I'm going to check out Riff Tracks. Yeah, I can't imagine his daily schedule either. And that's last time he was on Joe Rogan. That's what Joe Rogan was saying. He's like, "How do you do this, man? How are you this busy?" Elon for Texas governor, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would love to see Elon run as an independent for office. An independent for the Texas governorship would be so cool, but I don't think he'd ever do it. I don't think he'd ever do it. Because I think he loves his life kind of right where it is. He's doing a lot of great stuff for Texas, and I'm glad he left Cali. Have you ever looked at the crypto map on Cryptwork? on Cryptwork. I have. It's been I've only checked it out once, but it's been a bit since I did. I would need to rebrief myself on that, sir. But I like that there's a website called Cryptwork. It sounds fun. It incorporates two of my favorite things in the world. Yeah. We should troll some shops that accept Doge. Why would we troll the ones that accept Doge? You mean support them? You know, speaking of twerking, and I know people love or hate twerking, and I understand why some people don't like twerking. They see it as a tasteless, egregious display of tackiness and a bit vulgarity. But me personally, I enjoy twerking. I don't twerk. No one would. You don't want to see me try to twerk, and it's something I would never attempt. I mean, I enjoy watching twerking. For me, watching good twerking videos or in person watching twerking at a club or whatever. For me, it's like watching a nice aquarium. It's kind of like I don't know. I find it rather enjoyable and soothing. Maybe if I get like a lot of money, I think I would just like I would install like flat screen TVs like just in the hallway, but ones that were just like extra long and more shaped like an aquarium with just like footage of twerking on it. Hey, thank you so much, my man Johnny Yabera coming through with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, bro. You support me all the time. I just don't even know what to say at this point. Johnny says, for channel growth and Dogecoin, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you so much, Johnny. Johnny, you are the man. Johnny, you're the man. Well, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of Cardi B. I find her rather obnoxious. So I wouldn't say that Cardi B would be on my short list. And I didn't even watch the Grammys. Like, I just don't even care about that stuff anymore, so I don't even watch it. But I saw like some pictures from it, and like I get it. I'm good. It's all about context too. So I'm not saying like I'm in favor of twerking at. It just depends on the context, where and when it's done. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can't say that I'm all super hyped about it being at the Grammys or something, but whatever. I mean, that's how pop music's always been. It's like whatever gets attention, whatever is viewed as quote unquote controversial, always kind of the perception of an envelope being pushed is what gets people talking, whatever. But Cardi B, man, I can't say I'm a fan. Do you realize that woman basically, she admitted to like basically, because she used to be a dancer, and that's totally cool. Like I'm friends with dancers. Like no worries about that. Like no judgment. But she admitted to basically roofing customers, like going home or going to hotels with customers from the strip club where she used to work at, roofing them and then taking their money. Like, and she's still one of the most popular celebrities in the world. It's like, wow. And, you know, and then she was going on like lecturing people about their certain, should we say, privileges and things like that. I'm like, you want to talk about privilege? You know what's privilege? Is being one of the most wealthy, popular celebrities in the world, and you admitting to drugging men and robbing them, and everyone being cool with it. Not only do you don't get prosecuted or followed up on legally, but no one cared. Like literally no one cared. People were like, oh, whatever. She's empowered. All right. All right. In a way, though, guys, it's the same as it ever was. You know, earlier tonight, when I was watching RD's stream, he was streaming videos of from the 80s, some music videos. And he streams on Twitch, so he can do that there. Here, you'd get shut down in a heartbeat, but who was that? Who was the Rhythm Was Gonna Get You Latin pop star? She was great. It was really bringing it back for me, watching that stuff. Gloria Estefan, of course. Gloria Estefan. Gloria Estefan, stuff's kind of cheesy, but it's really good, man. It's really good. I love the energy. Those songs really hold up the test of time. I see your Bill Cosby joke. Anyway, guys, the buys and sells are just really canceling each other out for the most part. On BTC, when it gets right to the threshold of 59,000, it just always stalls out. I love Gloria Estefan. I love Gloria Estefan. Gloria Estefan, the Miami Sound Machine. We're so good. They're so good, man. And the percussion. Like, the percussion's so wicked, and the breakdowns, and especially when you look up the, because the non radio edit mixes, the versions that are just like extra long and let the percussion ride, really good. Plus, there's always like a guy with a keytar in the mix. I always like the combination of having a band with a guy with a keytar and a really wicked percussionist. All right, guys, that's too much pressure. What's one of your favorite 80s songs? What's one of your favorite songs from the 1980s? Not the early 2000s, not the 1990s. You got to take it way back to the 1980s. But I feel like no matter what generation you are, the 80s were just such a seminal decade for copious amounts of iconic timeless music that anyone can everyone's got their favorite 80s jams. So tell me your favorite 80s jams. As Tone Loc once said, it's the 80s and I'm down with the ladies. Oh, Johnny, what is her daughter's name? What is Gloria Estefan's daughter's name? I have seen some footage of her and I was really impressed. If you're just joining, welcome to Steven Steele Live. This is your man, Steven Steele. We are at, where are we? Oh, my phone went dead, so I can't check the time right now. Oh, we are at 1:57 in the morning. That means you're about almost 3 a.m. 3 a.m. on the East Coast, and would that be midnight on the West Coast? And I don't know what time zone my man was talking about where we had the bet for a Doge to $1 by 3 a.m. I don't know what time zone you're talking about, but I will hold you to that. If somehow Doge goes absolutely historically parabolic and ascends to the $1 range by 3 a.m., I will hold you to that 50K super chat, my man. Backcross Media. Okay, let's see what you guys picked. I'm All Right by Kenny Loggins. Poor Man Trading, Back to the Future. Well, I love Back to the Future, Poor Man Trading, but I asked for one of your favorite 80s songs, not movies. But I think Huey Lewis did the majority of songs on the first Back to the Future. Depeche Mode never fails for the 80s. Actually, Jonathan, my first legit concert ever that I saw when I was 15 years old was Depeche Mode on tour with a German industrial band called Nitzer Ebb. And it was a life-changing experience for me. I've been a huge Depeche Mode fan ever since I was 14, 15-year-old kid. In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. Can't beat that, Johnny Ybarra. The big, epic Tom Phil is so great. Is so great. And it's hard to listen to that part now and not think about Mike Tyson or Mike Tyson. It's by the Dippo Clock. I like that. That was Eastern Standard Time. All right, Diversive. All right. Emily Stefan. Thank you, Johnny Ybarra. For 80s songs, quintessential 80s songs for me, just off the top of my head, I will say Hot, Hot, Hot by The Cure. Heartbreak Beat by Psychedelic Furs. And, of course, Take On Me by Aha. I can't get enough of that song. And the voice range on that guy is just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. Master Puppets, Pulling My Strings. I knew someone was going to come in with the Metallica. You have to. Talking about 80s, right? So, awesome. Am I seeing this right? Holy smokes. Holy smokes, guys. Jason Huffman coming in with a whopping $40 super chat with just a fire emoji for the show for me. Incredible. Just incredible. Jason Huffman, I have to say, both Jason Huffman and Johnny Ybarra, you guys have been my biggest supporters, and you've just been... I just don't know what to say, man. That is just amazing. Thank you so much, Jason. Just absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. You guys are fantastic. It really helps, honestly. This really helps because there is a lot of time and effort that goes into doing stuff, a regular show like this. I know it's hard to see as a viewer, but there is a lot of time investment and effort that goes into it. So any super chats, large or small, they mean a lot, and it just kind of helps offset all that. So really appreciate that. That's above and beyond the Call of Duty. Jason Huffman, just thanks a million, bro. Just thanks a million. And you're just a all-around solid dude. And wow. Anyway, BTC still hanging out. I still think, you watch, I still think Bitcoin, I'll give it a day and a half. I still think Bitcoin is going to reach 59K within a day and a half, guys, within a day and a half. I love Take On Me. I love Take On Me. It's such a brilliantly written song, and the melodies are just so beautiful. And there's a reason why that is gone down as one of the seminal classics of the 80s. And the music video is really awesome too, with like that kind of like the sketch art vibe where they both jump into that painting or whatever. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take me on me. Take me on. Take me on me. I'll be gone in a day or two. That last note really stretches my voice range, guys. I'm sorry, my voice isn't warmed up, so probably sounds like howling at the moon over there. Beto says, Milli Vanilli, girl, you know it's true. I actually like Milli Vanilli. Even though they didn't sing their songs, whoever wrote those songs, I think they're jams. I think Girl, You Know It's True, and what was the other hit? Blame It on the Rain. For pop songs, I thought they were pretty decent listens. Take Me On is my childhood, Celeste says. Yeah, mine too. Girl, you know it's true. True. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you. Yes, you know it's true. And how Milli Vanilli got exposed as lip singers that didn't sing their own music. There's footage you can find on YouTube where they're performing in front of a ton of people, and then the track just keeps skipping, and they both look like a couple of panicked deer in headlights, and one of them kind of starts doing the Running Man, and then the other one just runs off the stage. And so it's they're singing it, and all of a sudden it just goes, girl, you know what, girl, you know what, girl, you know what, girl, you know, and it just keeps going over and over again. Then they're like, oh my gosh, what do we do? And honestly, if I was their manager, I would have coached them on that. Because inevitably, I think something like the probability of something happening like that, if you're just lip singing everywhere you go, full on all the time, you got to prep your guys. You got to prep your artists for worst case scenario, right? You got to prep your guys for worst case scenario. So I would have been like, look, in the event the track skips one time, this is what we do. This is what we do. I would have instructed those guys, being a touring recording artist in the past myself. I would have said, look, in the event the worst case scenario happens with that, just play it off. Don't panic. Just laugh. talk with the sound guy, reset the track from the top, and then once you have the track reset from the top, just tell the audience, just say something like, "Oh, whoops, there was a error in the I guess the backing track skipped. I guess the backing track, there's an error in the backing track," and then just move right along, right on. It's kind of like, I can tell you what, as a performer. Now, I obviously was actually sang my songs, but sometimes things would happen where someone in my band would mess up a part, the guitarist would screw up, the bass player would be on the wrong part, just wouldn't be up to snuff. My synth guy would be like, maybe had a few too many beers and wasn't quite on point. Anyway, whatever. A lot of times, if you just keep your game face while you're performing, most people just don't even know the difference. Because you as the artist, you're going to be the most self-conscious of it, especially if you write your own songs. You're going to know that a certain part's not sounding quite how it should. But honestly, if you just keep performing and just keep your game face and act like nothing's wrong, and over 95% of your audience isn't even going to know the difference. So that was definitely something I learned over the years. Even if like there's a part of the song that just sounds like garbage because your band is screwing it up, just pretend like everything's cool until your guys get back on track, you know? Because chances are most people in the audience, with the exception of maybe a few musicians, aren't even going to notice. The K-pop stuff is comical. Yeah, it was interesting to see K-pop finally come to America in the full force that it has. I wondered if that was ever going to happen. I'm disappointed though that it's been all in the form of like teen boy bands. Like, there's so much of that K-pop, zany K-pop stuff that's super quirky and fun that are from the girl groups. And as far as I know, and maybe it's just my old age, maybe there is a popular girl group K-pop band in America, but I don't know of one. But yeah, it's ridiculous. So the K-pop thing, these guys look like, the dudes in these K-pop boy bands, they straight up look like porcelain dolls. They look like preteen porcelain dolls. It's absolutely hilarious to me. What else? Oh, but I did like the phenomenon. Who is the Gangnam Style guy? I like the Gangnam Style guy. What was that, like 5 or 6 years ago already? I thought Gangnam Style was hilarious. I thought it was a fun song. I thought him as an artist I thought he's interesting. I thought he was funny. I thought he was fun. So, if you want to import some more Korean pop, wait, is that guy even, he's Korean, right? He's South Korean. I'm almost positive that's Korean music. Yeah, I would be all for having just like weird stuff like that getting popularized in America. That stuff's hilarious to me. I would love to see more stuff like that. Now, they do exist. The fans are beyond crazy. I don't doubt that. From what I've seen, Poor Man Trading, they're absolutely, everything's auto-tuned nowadays. Pretty much Celeste. I just got word that the song that my nephew and I just put out, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but it might be getting on one of the official Spotify curators playlists. So if that happens, that will be a total game changer for my nephew and I's project. So I just got word from someone that they were thinking about it and they really liked the song. So we'll see how it goes. Gnarly Diversity Gamers about Wolf Mother. Hey, welcome Unicornucopia. I just noticed you enter the room. Yeah, I gotta say, like, I'm a super perfectionist about the music I put out. Like, there's so many times where I write stuff, like I write so much stuff, and it never sees the light of day because I'm so picky and my standards are so high for myself of what I actually end up releasing. That being said, I gotta say, this last single that I wrote, I basically took care of like a lot of the majority of the songwriting and composition, and my little nephew, that kid, he was so young and he is so talented for his age. I've never seen anything like it. He's an incredible producer and he's not even old enough to drive. It's just crazy. And he's an incredible producer. But for those of you who are interested in hearing that song, I'll pop the Spotify link in the chat for you. Diversive says, have you ever thought of making a song and selling as an NFT every day? Honestly, every day I've been thinking about how awesome that'd be. It's something I would love to do soon. So the name of the song is called Left Behind, and the name of the side project that I do with my little nephew, I named it Medium Fun. Medium Fun. So here's the link in the chat for that, guys. So if you want to, I don't know, if you want to give Medium Fun a follow or just, you know, bookmark that song or whatever to listen to at some point. But I think it turned out quite well. What's this? There's like a weird trend on Twitter now that with the hashtag trend, Mario is dead. Obviously, it has to do with the video game, like Super Mario, I guess. Hashtag Mario is dead. Now commencing the execution of Mario. Okay. Is this like a real thing? You know what I think this is? I don't even think this is like a clever marketing thing. I think this is like an April Fool's. I think this is like an April Fool's hashtag trend. I don't think it's based on any like new product or anything like that. I just think it's an April Fool's hashtag. What do you guys think? Johnny, I think it's a good idea. I think I will make a Doge song. I think that would be great. I think I could make a pretty good Doge song. I've heard a couple Doge songs, but none of the Doge songs that have come out have really, I thought, were like really good. The one that I like the most though is the one Matt Wallace is involved in, the super like crazy, like over the top, like metal, epic metal one. I thought that was pretty fun. I'm indifferent to April Fool's Day, Celeste. Absolutely indifferent to it. Yeah, I definitely can do that. I definitely like my retro synthesizers and stuff like that. I love synthesizers that sound like they're from like the 70s and the 80s. I've got one synthesizer patch that I worked on programming for like days. I worked on it, and it sounds just like Steve Miller Band. That's what I was trying to recreate. The Fly Like an Eagle synth. Oh, thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate it, man. Oh, thank you, Lewis. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know if you pronounce it Louis or Luis, but thank you, man. Mr. Flores. Oh yeah. Overall, I'm pretty happy with my portfolio as that, guys. I'm not the most successful investor in the world. I'm really not. But I have to say, overall, my crypto portfolio is always in the green. I can tell you that. It's always profitable. It's just a matter of how much. Sometimes it's a lot more profitable. Sometimes it's less profitable, but it's still well in the green, you know? Oh, thank you, Jason. Yeah, it's just one of those songs, and we spent so many hours on it. It's one of those songs while it was shaping up, I could just tell, I'm like, this is the one. This is one of those extra good ones. Like, it's just gonna stand the test of time, I think. So, oh, Johnny, I didn't know you're an alto sax player. That's awesome. I think you did tell me that you studied music for a while, though. Actually, I think you did tell me you were a sax player once, like a while ago. I think you told me that one other time. Jason, I would totally play the entire song in the stream here, but YouTube will give me a copyright flag for even playing my own music. You can't even play your own music on YouTube without getting a copyright strike. So everything has to be carefully curated. When you live stream on YouTube, you got to make sure nothing is even remotely open to question, like as far as the imaging you use, the music you use, sometimes even things you talk about. Oh yeah, it's no worries, Jason. It's just how it is, man. Music is education and changed to psych 2 courses before graduating. Yeah, man. Wow. That's a dramatic change up in the 4th quarter, Johnny. But I'm sure you started thinking about your future and wanted some more job security, I'm sure. Which I totally get. Totally get that. Diversive says a few YouTubers I watch have this issue all the time. They have to fight with YouTube to prove they have the right to use it. Yeah, I mean, It's the same thing where I got demonetized for using the footage of the dancers. Like those dancers are, I triple checked. I mean, those are copyright free visuals. So, but every time I put up the dancers like on the main screen, on the big screen, I get flagged and demonetized. So for me, I'm just gonna try to get someone to recreate them specifically for me, hire someone. So I have sole exclusive rights to those visuals. Because I do like the idea of bringing in silhouette dancers. Having silhouette backup dancers for the show. So true, Johnny. So true. So I'm just curious, how many of you guys watch my show on like your TV, your actual TV? Markapillar and Moisty Critical. What? Oh, you're talking about those are the YouTube users that you're talking about. Okay, yep, got it. Those are some funny names, especially the second one. Yeah, I was just curious. About that. And how many of you are holding positions in VGX? How many of you are holding positions in VGX? Well, I just saw Rebecca Grant just tweet about the bonus payouts in VGX, and so I just responded to her and invited her to come on my live stream sometime. So we'll see. It's a long shot, but you never know. It'd be great to have her on, though. For those you don't know, let's see. Johnny's got VGX. Jason's got VGX. Bought in late, though. Okay, yeah, a couple of you. I'm still very bullish on BGX. Just got to be patient. Just got to be patient with it. So Rebecca Grant's like she was a model, and HFM, Maxim, and she's also like does a lot of sports casting announcing, like on Fox Sports, ESPN, etc. Total Beverly Hills girl. But she's also a spokeswoman, basically the spokeswoman for Voyager, which is curiously enough. So it's interesting because here you have this Beverly Hills model babe, and she's also a sportscast announcer, but she's also the spokeswoman for Voyager. It's just a very interesting, unexpected combination for a crypto platform. So you'll see her make announcements about Big Ten basketball and stuff like this, and she'll just be like, she'll have like Voyager swag on, stuff like that. It's just interesting. At first I didn't know what to make of it, but then the more I've like witnessed it, I think it was actually a pretty savvy marketing move on Voyager's behalf. So I see RD finally stopped streaming probably about a half hour ago. So let's see. They are huge YouTubers. Moisty got a strike for a clip he reacted to. Then Markiplier asked YouTube why he didn't get a strike for using the exact same clip. So YouTube gave him a oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Diversive. I know I could fight the demonetization of my dancers, but to me, it's like I just rather pick my battles. Like I don't even think it's wise for me to fight it for liability reasons. I just don't think it's a good use of my time. Or just got to pick your battles, man. Okay, I'd rather save those battles for more important things potentially in the future. Yeah, you know how YouTube can be, guys. 2:30 in the morning, guys. 2:30 in the morning now. And it looks like XRP Ripple is starting to work their way out of their legal troubles. They seem to be. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully they can. Huge channels have enough trouble fighting for fairness. It's sad. Yep. The woes of big tech, man. It's no joke. It's no joke. Oh, yeah. Y'all still awake? Y'all still awake? Johnny says, can you imagine how much of our lives will change if Doge blasts off? I think it will blast off, Johnny. I'm pretty confident in it. I can't tell you when. It could even be a couple of years from now, but yeah, I think it'd be an absolute game changer, you know? I mean, I have about 130,000 Doge coins, and if that goes parabolic or even close to $1, yeah, that's life-changing income. That's permanent life-changing income. Only 30 minutes away from your 50K super chat and Doge going to $1. Well, I certainly appreciate the optimism, Mr. Huffman. Julian, welcome. Better late than never, my man. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. If only Ninja and Shroud would have gotten together to create a new platform when they took the 40 mil mixer paid. Yeah. Hindsight's always 20/20 on stuff like that, man. Oh, it'd be great. Wouldn't it be great if we could retire on Doge profits, on Doge dollars? On those Doge dollars. And that's when you can say, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Celeste, going to bed in a few minutes, so good night for now. Thanks for joining us, Celeste. You are an absolute sweetheart. We always appreciate you here. And sweet dreams to you. Yeah, we still got about a dozen folks here at Doge After Dark Market Watch. Can't say how much longer I'll be on tonight, guys. But what I can tell you is that I think April's going to be a big month for crypto. I think we're going to see some... we're going to see a few coins absolutely explode. I can't tell you which coins those are, but... for me, it's just a vibe, but it's also April's typically been a pretty strong month for crypto as well. But and there's the way things have been shaping up. There are several coins that are just right on the precipice of just doing something really big. Julian says, "Are you going to Starbase, Steven?" Yeah, I'm definitely going to Starbase. I would love to live in Starbase, but I need to make my Doge dollars first because I have a business in the city that I'm in now, and I don't know how my business would go over to Starbase. Yeah, it's definitely important to diversify. Definitely important to diversify, guys. You can get too diversified, though. Hey, Larry Ramirez, thanks for popping in, bro. We're just cruising along. Looks like BTC is inching back up to that 59 again. It seems this is the point, guys, where it gets to $58,000. but 900, 58,800, 900. This is where it always levels off every time. So there's a lot of resistance right at that point. So if we can just break through that, I think we're golden into mid to late 59, you guys. So I would love to see BTC get to 60,000 this week. I'm predicting it. I predicted it, and I think if BTC can even kiss the 60,000 mark, I think it'll make a lot of headlines, and it'll just generate another pump for all crypto potentially. When something like that happens, the news all reports on it, and it really does trickle down to a lot of other coins, that kind of excitement. Jason says, thanks for staying on this long, Steven. It's made my night better. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Jason. It's really good to hear that. I'm glad my streams, I'm happy when people tell me that my streams make their nights better, and they just how much they dig just hanging out and me setting up these market watches. Julian, yeah, dang, hopefully it's another level out there in Starbase City. There is a meme video live from Starbase, Texas, but I'm scared to play it on this channel because it's taken from a song that's already on YouTube, but it's got Doge stuff superimposed on it, Elon on it. It's just absolutely hilarious. The artist is like a real Tex-Mex looking artist, but it's kind of like an electronic pop song, and he's just, the guy's going, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it's, that guy cracks me up. Right on, guys. Now all I need is some breast implants and a bikini. Then I can go on Twitch and make a bunch of money every time I stream. Yeah, I'm gonna see about it. I'm gonna tweet. The next thing I tweet will be that video. We are the Dogecore, ladies and gentlemen. We are Dogecore. And for those of you who haven't heard, because people are still at message about it, they just found out about it. But forgive me if this gets a little redundant, but I just got to push this for now, guys. The big news I announced yesterday on the show was that Matt Wallace, aka Final Stand, and I have collaborated on a new YouTube channel together, and that YouTube channel is called Above the Line. Above the Line, and it features the most exciting and funniest clips from both his show and mine. And he pretty much just hired me to take care of this channel, and so I'm taking care of all the editing and the artwork and stuff like that. So it was really cool of him to reach out, and I know he's been kind of like watching me, and I know that's why he was always popping in and out of my streams, because he was just I'm kind of new on the scene as far as live streaming goes and all that stuff. So I think he was just kind of scouting me out for a bit before he decided to approach me with this concept. And so, yeah. Poor Man Trading just popped open a Slim Jim. This is perfect. I have a 46 pack of Slim Jims in my room here, and I've been just taking a few out here and there. I quite like Slim Jim. I know it's probably not the best meat for you, to be honest, but they're very tasty, and there's much worse things than eating meat. You could be eating just straight up sugar, right? Speaking of which, I always thought the hamburger got a bad rap for being unhealthy. When you think about it, burgers aren't that unhealthy at all. The only thing questionable about a burger is maybe the refined bread buns that are often used with burgers. But aside from that, it's just a solid protein with a lot of amino acids and B vitamins and iron in it. And then vegetables. Lettuce, tomato, onion, a little bit of condiment, sometimes cheese, sometimes no. So that's pretty healthy, actually. It's why I think hamburgers always get associated with being junk food or not being good for you, is because what people most often eat with hamburgers. So what do people most often eat with hamburgers? They eat French fries, they drink soda, I have a milkshake. So it's all the accoutrements and complementary sides surrounding burgers that people many times have that make it unhealthy. It's not the hamburger is like the healthiest part about it by far. Diverse meat stick is healthier than a pixie stick. That's like a perfect way of putting that. That's like a perfect way of putting it. Supersize me. I said condiments, I believe, Jason. My condiments don't want none unless you got buns, hun. What up, CM Lamas, sliding through in the fourth quarter. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Oh, this is cool. I just got a DM on my Twitter, guys, from a girl named Sabrina, and she says, I newly subscribed to your channel. I'm too shy to chat in the I'm too shy to put messages in the chat as of now. But I just wanted to tell you that you are the most underrated crypto streamer on YouTube. Wow. That's very kind of her to say. That's very nice. What a nice message to get. What a nice message to get. Over here in California, I get 4 patties and a slice of cheese at In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out Burger. I wish we had In-N-Out Burger here in the Midwest. Now I'm getting a hankering for a burger too, guys. Burger Time. You guys remember that? That's a video game from back in the day. I love In-N-Out Burger. What is animal style? Isn't that that's like a kind of... I gotta Google that because I think that's what I used to get back when I was when I used to hang out and tour in California a lot. I'm Googling it right now. Or no, I keep saying that, but I gotta change it. I DuckDuckGo it because that's the browser I always use. Okay, most popular items on the secret menu. Yep, it's secret menu. Are animal style burgers and fries. Ask for your burger animal style and you'll get a burger with mustard fried. Oh wow. Mustard fried into each patty, plus pickles, chopped onions, and an extra helping of In-N-Out's famous sauce. Yes, that is so good. And right now I'm looking at pictures of those burgers, and I'm looking at pictures of the animal style fries with just a whole huge mess helping of fried onions and that special sauce just drizzled all over them. This looks like the most unhealthy thing ever, but incredibly. I gotta be lying if my mouth wasn't absolutely just watering off the chain right now looking at this. I gotta close this tab out. Close it out, especially since I need to lean up. I need to lean up, and my doctor says I have to. It's critical that I eat healthy right now. So right now I'm on a boring diet of basically some meat and cooked vegetables and broth. Yeah, Nintendo Burger Time was so simple yet fun. Burger Time was a fun game, man. It was a surprisingly difficult game. Like, it looks simple, but when you start playing it, man, that's a hard game. You're probably right, poor man. I'm not an aficionado on In-N-Out Burger, but I just know most times where I ate there with friends back in the day, they knew enough to tell me to always get stuff animal style, and that was good. But I think A&W, there's not many of them around anymore, but I still think they have some of the better burgers for fast food anyway. Their burgers are pretty good compared to a lot of fast food places. There's a very popular fast food chain in the Midwest here called Culver's, and I believe that extends to some of the southern states. But Culver's is originally from my home state, and they started here. And they do, for fast food, it's pretty wholesome. For fast food, it's a lot of natural ingredients. Most of the stuff's made from scratch and made to order, rather. Yeah, it's Culver's custard. But they do your typical fare. Some basic salads. They also always have like 4 different kinds of soups, and then burgers and chicken sandwiches, things like that. I'm getting really hungry talking about food. I've been fasting lately because I've just been feeling so awful. But torture talk for us with high cholesterol. No kidding, Johnny. No kidding. Even the Burger Time music is going around my head now from that video game. It's like Speaking of burgers, is it true that Mr. Beast has a new burger restaurant? I don't know. Let's look it up. Let me go it. Yeah, it's true. Well, I don't know if it's the same guy, but there's a place called Mr. Beast Burger. Yeah, it is him. Mr. Beastburger. Locations. A lot of locations. Holy cow. Is this the same Mr. Beast? No way. I think it's him. It's him. So Mr. Beast has a Mr. Beast burger, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Ooh, got a super chat from Jonathan. Jonathan Marino tips $7. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. He says, "Hey, Steven, when I look at Mexico's currency, the peso it's called is worth 49 cents. Oh, Or is that, nope, 4.9 cents, and Doge hanging above that for weeks now. What can be said about that as a competitive currency rising? Oh, you raise a pretty interesting point, Jonathan. So what can be said about that as a competitive currency? I think a lot can be said about it. Like I've said in the past, once it was clear that Doge was stabilizing at a nickel, I just called Doge the new nickel. Doge is the new nickel. And Doge is kind of functioning as a stable coin right now. It doesn't seem to matter what curveballs get thrown in its path. It never dips below much below a nickel. It always hovers right around 5 cents. So I think symbolically it's pretty significant. And it obviously has a ton more potential than that particular Mexican coin, peso. So I think analogies like that can be very effective in winning people over to Doge, right? And kind of just helping people that normally aren't even involved in crypto kind of like comprehend things better. And that's kind of what I've told people that don't know anything about crypto about Doge. I'm like, well, it's basically like a digital nickel. Or it's basically functioning as the digital nickel. So, and another thing about crypto, it's international too. So, it really has that factor advantage over solely national currencies. Not that I'm a fan of doing away with national currencies, because I'm not. I think national currencies should stay in place and work in tandem with cryptocurrency. Okay, Mr. Beastburger, you guys. On November 19th, 2020, fans of Mr. Beast descended upon the town of Wilson, North Carolina, just a few miles from Jimmy's hometown of Greenville, to enjoy the world's first free restaurant. Mr. Beast and his friends Chandler, Chris, and Carl hosted thousands of fans during a pop-up event for Mr. Beastburger. Fans enjoyed an authentic, one-of-a-kind experience featuring branding, packaging, uniforms, and signage, along with a free meal. Did it say a free restaurant? Hold up. The world's first free restaurant. How does that work? Customers can only order Mr. Beastburger via the proprietary app or through major food delivery service apps. Mr. Beastburger is available for restaurants to prepare out of their existing kitchens. This is where it makes sense. So the Mr. Beastburger is like a partnership. It's not an actual solo standing retail restaurant that people can just walk into. It looks like that's a weird work model, weird business model. It's a virtual. Okay. Mr. Beastburger, a virtual restaurant brand now available to order across the U.S. for delivery only. Mr. Beastburger operates out of existing restaurant kitchens to allowing restaurateurs to add a new source of revenue without impacting the operation. Interesting. It's a very creative mission. And so the Mr. Beast menu it's pretty small, but looks pretty good. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 9, 10. There's basically 10 things on the menu, guys. You get a beef-style burger, smashed crispy beef patties with house seasoning, sharp American cheese, pickles, diced white onion, mayo, ketchup, and brown mustard on a soft roll. Chandler-style 2 smashed crispy beef patties with house seasoning, served plain with American cheese in a bun, and on and on. Beef-style fries loaded with caramelized onions, American cheese, pickles, mayo, ketchup, and mustard. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Now, let me get back to the chat since I spent the last 15 minutes on the Mr. Beastburger website. Poor man says he's got Mr. Beastburger near him. Oh boy, here come the hiccups. Okay, Jason says we need to start a Steel After Dark burger, but how will it be made? What's on it? That's a great question. I love this question. Unicornucopia is... Are you leaving? Is that who's leaving? Someone's saying goodbye. I think Unicornucopia is saying goodbye. If so, sweet dreams to you, Unicornucopia. We need to start a Steel After Dark burger, but how will it be made? What's on it again? Okay, a Steel After Dark burger, a Steven Steel burger. See, I'm very particular, and I'm very particular about quality and ingredients, so I got to think about this. The Steven Steel burger would be grass-fed. Would be a grass-fed burger. What would be on it? It would be so no hormones. It'd be grass-fed, no hormones, and it would be. I'd definitely have avocado on there. I'd have fried onion. I'd have thick sliced tomatoes. I'd have some crispy couple pieces of a very fresh crispy iceberg lettuce on there. And then I would have like a secret sauce, no cheese on my burgers. That's just how I do it. Because I'm lactose intolerant. So, and then I would have it more like on a, what would you call it? More like I guess I'd put it on a brioche style bun cooked in heavy butter, or yeah. So it'd be both of the inner surfaces of the brioche. There'd be a lot of butter surface fried on them, and then I'd have like a nice subtle seasoning salt on there and a little bit of black cracked pepper. And then there'd have to be like an awesome, this is where the most tricky part probably would be, I'd work with someone to get like an awesome special sauce that tasted a lot like mayo and ketchup mixed together, but without corn syrup, and it'd have to be dairy free because of my condition. So, and I think that could be done pretty effectively. And that special sauce had to be super tasty. Don't worry, even though it's dairy free, guys, it'll taste really good. And I would just slather that on. I would just slather that special sauce on. So what do you guys think about the Steven Steel burger? Yeah, Mr. Beast does give away a lot of money, poor man. That guy does a lot of great work for people, man. That guy is a true philanthropist. I totally agree with your sentiment, Johnny, about educating people on crypto. I forgot seaweed and yogurt. You've got a great memory, Johnny Yabera. You've got a great memory. You guys crack me up, man. You guys crack me up. Larry, I wouldn't be opposed to some green chili. I love green chilies, man. I really like spicy stuff. I mean, I'd put some green chili on there, man. I would definitely have that as one of the options. I'd be all about it. But putting seaweed and yogurt on my burger sounds absolutely disgusting. Hey guys, do me a favor. So I'm going to paste a tweet that I sent out that I replied to Rebecca Grant on, asking her to be on my live stream. You never know, but if you guys could just like this tweet for me, like that tweet, that was a reply to Rebecca Grant. See, so who knows? Maybe I can get her on the show here. That would be awesome. But I think if she sees, like, you know, other people interested in that concept, who knows? Who knows? Especially since she's, you know, sponsored by Voyager now. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Poor man, nice pre-market open so far. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. It's always morning somewhere, guys. It's always morning somewhere. What's my favorite spot to eat at? I'm very partial to Vietnamese food. I love Vietnamese food. I love pho. For those of you who aren't familiar, pho is just like a staple of Vietnamese cuisine. It's like a beef broth, soup with fresh sliced jalapeno peppers, bean sprouts, cilantro, with fresh thinly sliced beef flanks. And I usually put some sriracha in there as well, additionally. It also comes with some rice noodle too as well. But there's a place just down the street from me. I get pho to go there all the time. Lately, because I've been feeling so crappy, I literally have it delivered. But I love Vietnamese food. I also love Thai food, and I love traditional Italian. It's probably my top 3 faves. Awesome. Thank you, Diversive. Thank you for that. Nice one, guys. Thanks for getting on that tweet. I'm going to edit the video. The title of this video right now. I just had an idea.
All right, I don't know if you guys can see the updated title to the video now, but let me know. I just add an addition to it. All right, guys, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Time flies when you're having fun. Look at BTC again, you guys. Encroaching that same spot, and there it goes. It gets beat down again. 58,923. Right, just a second ago was that 58,950, and then just instantly powed back down to 923. This really just seems to be a huge point of resistance here for BTC. If we can just get past, I think, get past that and into the early 59,000, I think we can smooth sail reasonably anyway to 60,000. It's just right there is where it always seems to get beat back. Look at that, 58,999, you guys. Look at that. As another popular Instagram comedian says, would you look at that? Just look at it. Sometimes that's all you can really do is look at it. It's at 59,000, and yep, see, it just gets beat down again. Now it's 59.54. Yeah, rated PG-13. That was my addition. Steven Steele Live, rated PG-13. You know what the first PG-13 rated film was ever? I think it was Red Dawn. Remember Red Dawn? Anyone's ever seen that movie from the 80s? I think it's from 1987, if I had to guess a specific year. Now I gotta DuckDuckGo it to make sure, because I just get curious about stuff like that. Red Dawn original movie. Ooh, 1984, not 1987. It's quite good. It's about how the Russians invade America and just take over. It stars Patrick Swayze, a young Patrick Swayze, Charlie Sheen, Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, Jennifer Grey. Oh, Leah Thompson she was pretty easy on the eyes in my opinion. Ben Johnson, Howard Dean Stanton. Oh yeah, Ron O'Neal. Makes me want to watch that film now. Yeah, so anyway, Red Dawn was the first movie with a PG-13 rating. And they remade it, but it wasn't, obviously, as these things usually go, it wasn't nearly as good. It wasn't nearly as good. You guys, it worked. It worked. So Rebecca Grant, right after you guys went and hit like and started retweeting that, Rebecca Grant just liked my reply. So I'm going to put this tweet in there again in case any of you didn't get a chance. And Rebecca Grant just followed me now. This is awesome, you guys. Rebecca Grant just followed me and she just liked that tweet. So if you haven't liked or RT'd that tweet yet, do it right now. That'd be awesome because we have her attention now. This would be great. So good job, guys. So if you haven't liked or RT'd that tweet that I sent to Rebecca Grant and you have a Twitter, please consider doing it. And great job, gang. You know, and I technically am a single man now. So there's that. Just saying. Oh, I'm sure she has much more wealthy suitors, famous suitors at her than I. You know, but for someone who's certainly less than a millionaire, I can work some magic within reason. I'm just playing around. I'm still here, guys. I was just talking in the background. That's it. Thank you. Yes, the power of the Doge. Power of the Doge community, guys. All right, so it is. It totally is. I was just kidding. Poor man trading. If any of you guys know me, and when I have guests on, I'm very, very professional with all my guests. So you guys, what happened while that went on? What happened? BTC just reached through the 59,000 threshold. Finally, look at this. So this is a significant breakthrough. Right now, it's finally gotten through that resistance that it's been going back and forth with all night and all day. And we're finally broke through, guys, on Bitcoin. This is great. Johnny Yabera, night guys, got to work tomorrow. Hey, no worries, Johnny. Thanks for swinging through, man. Appreciate you. And thank you again for that super chat. And I will talk to you soon, my man. I will see you soon, I'm sure. So, we got a smoke alarm going off here, guys. Just, we'll work through it. It's a little kitchen trouble. Yeah, guys, so this is, BTC is a lot of exciting movement on BTC in the last couple days. And I could see this forming. Even a couple days ago, 2-3 days ago, I could see this forming. I could see the triangle. I could see the rhythms shaping up, where I said the night before last and last night that
we were going to see Bitcoin reach 60K within the week. And I'm still holding to that. And so we've made enormous progress in a short amount of time with BTC. And when BTC does well, every coin downstream seems to get affected in a positive way. So just fantastic, guys. Just fantastic. So, guys, if you could tell, this darn smoke alarm. Sorry, it's getting sorted out momentarily, guys. So, the food is smoking. The dinner. So, guys, look at that. We didn't just kiss 59,000. We're right through 59,000. And we are at a nice, secure level in through 59. At $59,154. That's a pretty nice place to be sitting. So just to be clear, guys, Bitcoin is up almost 28% over the last month, which is a mammoth amount, considering how high the market value of Bitcoin is. And over the last week, it's up 13.2%, which is very significant for Bitcoin. And over today, it's up 3% for the day and rising at the moment. I would love to see this get to 60,000 because I know that's like the magic number that the mainstream media always covers whenever Bitcoin can get there and beyond. And beyond. This is your man, Steven Steele, on Doge After Dark. It's 3:20 in the morning where I am. A few of you are still hanging in there. If you're out east, you are at a whopping 4:20, brah. 4:20 in the morning. West Coast, you are hanging loose at 1:20 a.m. Thank you for joining me tonight. I think I'm getting ready to tidy this up and wrap this one up, guys. I've been going for almost 3 hours here, and I think that's a good one for tonight. I could keep going, but I've been fasting, and I'm ready to eat now, and I'm ready to watch a little telly and just kick back and unwind. Going to dip on you guys. Thanks again, Steven. Have a great night. Appreciate the show. Thank you again, Jason Huffman, for your mod services, your support, and your mammoth tip of $40 tonight. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate you. And we will see you soon. I am sure of it. Again, thank you guys. Thank you, Diversive Gamers. Thank you, obviously, Johnny Yabera. Thank you, Poor Man Trading. Mark Sip. I think that's how you say your last name. You're a newer name in these parts. Mark, if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. We got a nice little community where we are building here. Who am I missing? Julian De La O, Larry Ramirez,
Jason Hauser, or Jeremy Hauser, of course. Unicornucopia. Am I missing anyone? Oh, yeah, Jonathan Marino. Thank you, Jonathan. And thank you for your donation tonight. CM Lamas, of course. Good to see you, bruh. I don't want to miss any of the core. I think I got all the core. Of course, Celeste. Okay, we had her. But I think you got about everyone. Oh, Doji Dog, of course. Thank you, Doji Dog. Have a good one. Watch Godzilla versus Kong if you can. I will watch that. I do love that kind of stuff. So, you know, I might even cue that up right now, Jonathan. Thank you for the rec. This is Steven Steele. Thanks for joining me. Listen, if you know anyone that might like this show, feel free to tell them about it. I'm really trying to just build the numbers here now. So if you know anyone that's already kind of into crypto and you think would just enjoy the vibe here and the way I deliver stuff, feel free to tell them. Please tell them about this stream. Please tell them about the show. And you guys, just since I've been signing off here, sorry to keep it going, but just since I've been signing off here, look at that. Bitcoin has come up almost $400 in value just in the last 5 minutes. So right now we're at $59,376. Oh, this makes it really hard for me to sign off now. This makes it really hard for me to sign off now because I want to see this thing hit 60. I want to see this thing hit 60. Look at that. Come on, look at that. 400, guys. I got to stay on. I got to stay on for just a little bit longer. And I just psyched some of the viewers out of viewing because they hear me sign off and they clicked off. And here I just like walked it back just to stay on for a few more. I just got to see. I have to see where this goes. I got to see where this goes. Can we get to 60? Can we get to 60? Yeah, now we're seeing some retracement there. That's normal, of course. But we're still, you know, about 59,000, about 300. Some change. I have a feeling this might... Okay, Jason. Yeah, now we're seeing a further retracement here. Hey, Celeste. Now it's just popping up. You guys, this is... Sorry, this Bitcoin chart and the buys and sells coming in just kind of had me really fascinated right now. They just have me fascinated. There's just so much action back and forth here right now. It's just really very interesting. Of course, we just got out of a huge red candle, but now there's a green and then a tiny red. I'm really interested to see what it'll do after that. Okay, Diversive, right on. Celeste says, I'm streaming from my bed. That makes two of us. That makes two of us, Celeste. Okay, there's another green candle forming. You guys see it there? The wick is small, but that might change very soon. Consider what we've seen just in the last couple hours with BIT. we will just see where it goes, folks. Let's just see where it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. This is the kind of like extra inning late night stuff that I really enjoy. I was just about to sign out too. And then I saw Bitcoin jump up almost to $500 in market value, like instantaneously. I was like, what? As Little John says, what? What? That's a good gig if you're Little John, man. Think about that. You're Little John, and then people are paying you gobs of money just to come in on their commercial or make a cameo on their song and just say, what? Yeah. What? Yeah. It's a good gig. It's a good gig. That's some effective branding right there. Look at that, guys. Look at that. 59,450. Wow. Look at that huge green candle. Oh, now we're getting a red again. So some natural retracement there. I'm just amazed at how many people constantly are shorting Bitcoin. Like, I don't get that. And now we're seeing some retracement into the 300s again and into the 400s again. Now it's rising again. Now it's rising again and more retracement. Let's see. Okay, a lot of buys coming in now, guys. A lot of buys coming in. We should see a pretty good-sized green candle shaping up. There we go. There we go. Look at that long wick. Oh, sorry. My vision's not the best of times. That wasn't a long wick. It was a very short wick. I want to see it pop up to 59.5. That's what will keep me up. If BTC can make it to 59.5 within the next 5 minutes, I will keep streaming. Jason Huffman says, but this is the breakout that we have wanted. This is true. That's why I'm still on, guys. That's why I'm still on. And many times these breakouts will happen in very unusual wee twilight hours of the night. And that's another reason why I like doing the Doge after dark. Where it goes, no one knows, but I hope for all of us, I hope it. I'm right with you, my man. I'm right with you. Celeste just enjoying the show from her bed. Celeste, are you watching the show on your phone in bed or on TV? Mr. Flores, welcome back into the chat. He says, it's moving, needs to break 595. Yeah, that is clearly the next good observation, Flores. That is clearly the next point of resistance here. In fact, I'd probably set it a little lower than that. I'd say that most of the resistance is coming right under about 425, but close enough. And so that's pretty much the next major threshold after we got past the last wall of resistance. Who knows how long it'll ping pong back and forth at that level of resistance before it can burst through like the Kool-Aid Man back in the day. Oh yeah, break through that big brick wall like a big hefty Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. You know who else's catchphrase was "oh yeah"? Is Lil Jon, of course, and Macho Man Randy Savage, but his was more like, "oh yeah, oh yeah." Hey Elizabeth, remember Elizabeth? That was his woman. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. With Elizabeth by my side and my deep rich tan, I'm gonna conquer WWF this year. And when we get to WrestleMania 27, I am confident that with the power of Slim Jim, I will reign victorious. Anyway, I just wanted to let you sit and contemplate my Macho Man Randy Savage impersonation for a moment. By the power of Slim Jim, I have the power. That would be a good commercial for Slim Jim. They should just put Steven Steele on that marketing team ASAP. I'll make it happen. I'll make it all go viral. You know your man will. You know he will. I like that. By the power of Slim Jim, I have the power. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Mean Gene was awesome, man. Mean Gene was like a guy, pretty short in stature, had a nice clean bald head, but had kept the hair long around the sides, the old horseshoe. And he always be wearing a tuxedo. And he never broke character, ever. He always treated professional wrestling like it was the most serious thing on the planet. Props to that guy, man. Now we are working our way in reverse. We don't like to see that. We don't like to see that. Of course, we want to see the Bitcoin go to 60K before Steven Steele goes to bed, but I'm not sure if that's in the cards tonight. But hey, you can't win them all, but we've won a lot tonight. This has been a significant breakout nonetheless. It's still the kind of thing that makes me say, yeah, okay. We've been streaming for over 3 hours. We got just a handful of you left here. Maybe my impersonations drove a few people out of the room. Or maybe it's late hours. It's probably a combination of both. So Snoop tomorrow, then Boy George the next day, the guy from the Clubhouse logo. What? I think Steven is getting delusional from the lack of sleep. Kinda. I would more say, what's the acronym I'm looking for? Slap happy. That's not, it's 2 words, but I'm getting kind of slap happy. Hey Celeste, you're right awake with me, honey, so we're all freaks together. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I don't see Bitcoin going to 60K within the hour. I think it's just going to hang out here, ping pong back and forth for a while. And it might not even get to 60K by the end of today, because I think it's probably going to retrace more. But I do think it's going to get to 60K this week. I am sticking to my prediction that it will be 60K within the week. And that's that. That's just that. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a phenomenal audience. I appreciate it. Now I am signing off for real this time. Steven Steele for real is exiting. Appreciate you guys. Jason Hoffman, Celeste, Diversive Gamers, Luis Flores. Who else is on the extra late night shift tonight? Doge Dog. Poor Man Trading, Mark Sip, and Julian Julian De La O. How about that? I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay. Well, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you coming out and doing Doge After Dark. In a world where Doges lurk late nights, comes a man of steel, Steven Steele, broadcasting to handfuls of crypto nerds well into the twilight hours. He is Doge After Dark. Market Watch. Rated PG-13. Parental guidance is suggested. All right, that's all I got for you guys. And we'll see you real soon. Again, if you know anyone who would enjoy this stream, tell one person about it. Let's start growing this thing out. I know we can. Thanks again. And I will keep in touch with you all real soon. Over and out.